During the Black Friday promo, EA do normally release a best of team of the week, and in this video today, we are going to predict which players will feature in it. If you need some coins to improve your team, look no further than IG Vault for the cheapest coins on the market, and don't forget to use the code Kieron to get yourself a discount at the checkout. There's a chance to win some free coins just by clicking the link in the description too. Now, on the screen right now is the FIFA 21 best of team of the week, and as you can see, it does feature some pretty amazing cards, so that's exactly what we're expecting this to be in FIFA 22, and the FIFA 21 is on screen as well. That FIFA 21 is insane, by the way. This year's is not looking as good as that, it has to be said, but nonetheless, let's have a look at who could feature. Also, in this video, what I'm actually going to do is when we're talking about the players, I'm going to display the price at the time of recording, and if you're that interested, I'm recording this on the 23rd of November. Now, I'm saying that on purpose because in a week's time, we can come back to this video and compare what price they were at compared to what they're at next week, because it's pretty likely that a lot of these cards are going to drop dramatically in price since they're coming back into packs and in theory should get packed a lot. It's going to be interesting to see who EA actually do release, because right now there is only 3 gold inform cards that are above 500k, whereas in past FIFAs that has not been the case at all, not even close. And there's actually, not actually too many informs that are currently above 100k. I think there's like 12 or 13, which once again is absolutely insane. The market in this year's game is done. It is done, and it's November. EA are clearly trying to recover it with all the SBCs that they're, doing as of late to try and get, some coins off the market. But this game is just dunzo market-wise. Like, players like Joe Gomez should not be this cheap at this stage of the game, especially when, they're super meta. But, like, the guy's like 2k, and that's just wild. Now, I don't want this video to be a rant about the market, but currently there is only one gold player in Ultimate Team who is above 1 million coins, and that is, of course, Mbappe. Everyone else is well underneath, and it's just mad. Anyway, let's begin, and we're going to start with a familiar face, because at the time of recording, he's actually in Team of the Week. However, tomorrow on Wednesday, he'll go out of packs, but I think he might return into packs on Thursday, Friday to be in the best of Team of the Week. And the reason I think that is because he is the most expensive gold inform available. Now, if this was any other FIFA, I would say maybe they'll leave him out. Maybe they'll leave him out because they don't want him in packs that long after he's just been released. But with this year, the market just being so stupid, I think they're going to want to put Mbappe back in just to help sell some packs, because obviously he is by far the most expensive and the most, wanted inform available in the game. So I do feel like Mbappe could come back in, and yeah, what a card. Time of recording, 2.2 on PlayStation, 1.7 on Xbox. Who else could be joining Mbappe? What about a green link in the form of inform Neymar, who, once again, time of recording, 1.25 on PlayStation, 900k on Xbox. So, yeah, it's mad, because in previous FIFAs, like an inform or any kind of special Neymar has been well and truly in the millions, sometimes in the multiple millions, but not the case in this year's FIFA. Even Neymar's normal card on Xbox is under 500k, just over on 600. Yeah, crazy stuff. But anyway, I don't think anyone would complain about packing an inform Neymar. Another thing is, during Black Friday, we do normally get some like Team of the Week SBCs, so that's another reason why a lot of these informs could, in theory, go down in price if they are re-released. But I definitely hope Neymar comes back into packs. But yeah, don't think I'll pack him. Okay, we're going to come away from the PSG players now. There is a chance that they'll only want 1 player from each club, but I believe in last year's, I think it was FIFA 21, we did have 2 players from Real Madrid, so there is obviously still a chance. Liverpool are another team who could have more than 1 in. We could have Mane and Salah, but yeah, I'm unsure. We'll talk about Salah later. Anyway, Mane's inform obviously is a position change inform, and it's actually a pretty insane card. Currently 550 on PlayStation, 500 on the Xbox. Could he come down a lot? Maybe. Non-inform Mane, by the way, I think is a ridiculously good card this year. I packed it untradeable, sorry, at the very early stages, and he's been classed for me, and he's cost 100k, which is just like 80k on Xbox, which is just mad. Like, non-inform Mane is brilliant, and this inform Mane is absolutely top class as well. So yeah, this is another one that I would certainly welcome into my club. Vinicius Jr. is already on his second in form in FIFA 22, and when this card was first released, it was mega expensive, and I actually got incredibly lucky and packed it in my Team of the Week pack from FUT Champs, and I believe I sold it for like 600k. He's currently going for under 300 on PlayStation and 230 on Xbox, so he's come down in price a lot since then, and maybe, just maybe, he'll go down a lot more in the next week as well. I've actually been incredibly lucky. I actually packed Inform Vinicius when he first came out, the first Inform, in like the first or second week of FIFA, and then like I've just said, I packed the second Inform when that came out, so yeah, like if he can get some more Informs, because I seem to pack them a lot, that would be great. Now this card actually could sum up the market quite well. Inform Son is only costing 285k. This is a brilliant card in game with a 5-star weak foot, and in any other FIFA is well over 500k, probably even more, because his non-inform would be like 300k, and an inform variant of him maybe 600, 700. But this is FIFA 22, and the market is broken. Interestingly, his Road to the Knockouts card is 700 plus k, which is mad. But anyway, the Inform could be coming back into packs. I think there's a very good chance of this one. And yeah, it's another one that is a very good card. And if it comes down in price, I'll probably look to pick it up myself, because I'm a big fan of Son's cards in FIFA in general. Not a fan of the team he plays for, but in Ultimate Team, Son always has brilliant cards. I remember way back when, what was it, FIFA 17, when he got them Player of the Month cards, and they were some of the best cards we've like had in Ultimate Team. Like, I think the 89 rated one was just absolutely nuts. If you know, you know. Next up, we have a very popular inform in the form of Theo Hernandez, who just has a ridiculously good item, currently coming in at around 165k on like pretty much average between both consoles. Brilliant card, and it's going to be one of them items that you can literally use for like 99% of FIFA. Like most of the year, you'll be get away with this card easy because it's that damn good. The same as non-inform Mendy, to be honest. That card's probably going to be usable all year long because it was last year, and it's just mad how FIFA works, isn't it? Anyway, premium left back option right here. Will it happen? Well, I guess we'll find out in a few days. One of the best midfielders in the game is up next. It is Inform Goretzka. I said it before, I absolutely love his non-inform. It's probably my favourite centre mid, you know, like non-special card centre mid in Ultimate Team. And once again, I was very lucky in one of my Team of the Week packs from FUT Champs because I actually packed Inform Goretzka. Didn't actually go for as much as I thought he would though. I believe I did sell him for around 170k, and when I first packed him I thought, sure, this guy's going to be what, like 300k, but yeah, he wasn't, which was a shame, but still obviously quite happy to pack him. Currently just over 160, and yeah, I hope this guy doesn't get too cheap, to be honest, because like I've already said, he's excellent. He's an absolutely brilliant midfielder, and like I've said already, one of the best in the game, definitely in my opinion. And if you've used him, I'm sure you will agree with that, because yeah, he's just class. He can do it all in game as well, which is just fantastic. Physicals are great, his passing is very nice, and he just feels very quick and just reacts to situations well too. So yeah, great card. Mini review for you right there. We follow on from him with another brilliant midfield option, and this is another one where if you know, you know. At the start of the game, and even still now, he's class, but at the very start, Inform Barella was absolutely unreal. Another midfielder that can pretty much do it all, especially for this stage of FIFA. 100k currently, or just over 100 on PlayStation, and just under on Xbox. This guy could get much cheaper, and to be honest, if he does, he'll become excellent value. Like I've already said, it's a great card, and I'm going to say it again, I got quite lucky because I actually packed him untradeable, and I very much enjoyed using him. His dribbling for a midfielder is top class. I'm going to throw in a Benzema as well. I know we've got 2 players from PSG, and now we've got 2 players from Real Madrid, but like honestly, we need players in this best of Team of the Week that have good value, and like I said at the start, there isn't too many that are actually over 100k. So I'm going to throw in Benzema. Also on top of all of what I've just previously said, Benzema's class this year. Like, his Player of the Month card is ridiculously good, and if you picked it up, I'm sure you'll be fully aware of that. The Inform isn't quite as good, I think that's fair to say, but it's still a pretty good card, and it's definitely one that I would not mind having in the team. Would I use him too much? Probably not now. He doesn't quite fit my team, but I'm sure a lot of you would get some use out of him if you did manage to pick him up. But yeah, Benzema, like I've already said, very good this year. It's probably the best Benzema's been in Ultimate Team in quite a few years, to be honest, because although he's had like high rated cards, it's never been like super effective, whereas this year I really do rate him. Okay, this next one was tough because I knew I wanted to put a Manchester City player in. It was just a case of which one do I go for. We've got Cancelo, the left back item. We've got Phil Foden, the left wing item. And then we've got Gabriel Jesus, the right wing item. All three of which, by the way, interestingly, are position change cards, which is pretty cool. In the end, I've gone with Jesus. I've already got a bunch of defenders in, so I didn't want to go Cancelo. And Foden had that rule breakers card, so I don't think they'll throw him in. So I've gone for the Brazilian instead. He's 90k right now on PlayStation, which is pretty wild. 80k on Xbox. He has come down quite a bit, to be fair. He dropped a lot, actually, at the start of the month. So, yeah, there is that. But he actually is a very good option in-game, especially if you play the 4-2-3-1. No, sorry, the 4-3-2-1, because, like, he's got all the stats to make for an excellent right forward. We're going to end with my final player being Suarez, another card who is very high rated, but is also not worth a great deal. He comes in at just under 50k, and ultimately he's going to end up being fodder. But I can definitely see EA throwing in some players like this, just because they've seemed to do that in the past, where they've had a couple of players who, aren't worth, a mass amount, but they'll throw them in anyway because they are high rated. So that's what I can see happening right here. So before we end, let's just talk about a couple of players that I have left out, and ultimately they all obviously still have a very good chance of getting in. I did leave out Mo Salah's item, and that's just because the player of the month is obviously still available within the game, even though, it's pretty damn expensive, but that's available for 2 weeks, so I guess putting an informed Salah back in packs would just be a bit pointless, but it's a year, so they'll probably do it. Who else have I left out? I've left out Marquinhos as well. Did want to put him in because he's actually one of the, highest, most expensive informs available, but since I already had 2 PSG options, I didn't want to go from him. I do have to say, I would not be surprised to see Mbappe not get in, just because he's in the most recent team of the week, and them go for Neymar and Marquinhos instead. So there is obviously that option right there. And by the way, if they put Marquinhos in best of team of the week, I get the feeling they'll also put Thiago Silva in as well as a bit of a pack troll, because EA love to do that. Joshua Kimmich is another one that I didn't put in. Didn't put him in just simply because Goretzka's there, but obviously both could very well be in. Upamecano is another option. Harry Kane, Firmino. There's so many Liverpool options. There really was. And to be honest, like, any of these players could be in. And there's even some that I haven't mentioned that could be in. It's just going to be quite interesting how they do it this year, just because, as I say, there's so many informs that really aren't worth all that much. Like I've already said, there's only like, I think there's like 12 or 13 that are above like 100k, which is just absolutely mad. In fact, let me count them right now. Over 100k, and bearing in mind we're including Nico Barella, who is under 100k on Xbox, but we're just going to go by PlayStation prices. We've got Barella, Benzema, Kimmich, Vinicius Jr., Goretzka, Hernandez, Marquinhos, Heung-min Son, Vinicius Jr.'s second inform, both for Salah's informs, Mane, Neymar, and Mbappe. Those are the only players worth over 100k. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take away 2 because some of them are second informs. Yeah, that's all we've got over 100k in terms of informs. What a year for the Ultimate Team market. And I don't say that in a good way. It's kind of mad. Anyway, you've seen my prediction for the best of team of the week. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Plenty of content is coming this week. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.